Behold, the Playdate by Teenage Engineering. Playdate is a super small, portable, gaming handheld with a black and white e-reader screen. It's cute, it's quirky, but most of all, it's fun. It has long battery life because of said tiny e-reader screen, and relatively simple games that don't require much processing power, either for the user or the system itself. The Playdate is unique and clever, with a hand crank for unique control in many of its games. Not so great. I bought the Playdate a bit on a whim after looking for something to kill time at airports and on airplanes and vacations where I didn't really feel like reading and didn't need to have access to great Wi-Fi. For this, the Playdate is perfect. That is, so long as you have good light and direct light, because without the right light, you can't see much. And that's my primary concern with the Playdate. Really, my major gripe is that there isn't a backlit screen on this. I mean, e-readers today are mostly backlit. And I understand wanting to have a black and white retro aesthetic, but this seems like a little bit of a miss because I'd say it's probably the top complaint of most folks out there. So why not a backlit screen like on my Kindle? More on that later. I think it's really more about energy savings because the Playdate does have good battery life and will last for days with solid gaming sessions of 20 to 60 minutes apiece. But still, I miss a screen that I don't have to tilt different directions to find a good angle. For the $250 I spent on it, I'd expect a screen you could play in low light and not just outside on the beach. Note, Playdate is not a waterproof device. And that brings me back to my second gripe. The Playdate is small, too small. I think the screen sometimes requires a little bit of squinting, and the shape is square, not rectangle, which means that you can't hold it for a long period of time without your hand feeling a little bit uncomfortable. But I guess the Playdate's really not about anything more than casual gaming. You know, something you keep in your pocket when you need it and play it for a few minutes, killing time at the dentist's office or something like that. I mean, it is cool, but it seems a little bit like it was designed for children's hands, even though this thing is marketed towards adults with games that don't really skew to young children. I don't get that. But hey, for short bursts of time killing, this is really a pretty cool device. And it's fun, it's clever, and it's not really like anything else out there. But the square form factor and the non-backlit screen, those are wipeouts. It does just fine before your hand gets tired of holding it at weird angles to see the screen clearly. But if you want something super portable to tuck in your pocket, there's nothing more perfect or portable, save for a small cell phone. But this is the antithesis of cell phone gaming. It's a healthy dose of nostalgia wrapped in really well engineered plastic. And it screams fun, but not mainstream. None of the games are from big companies like EA or Bethesda. Nope. This is indie gaming in your pocket to a T. So is it worth it? Well, time for the sleeper or keeper score. So is it worth it? Well, that depends. Let's get to the keeper or sleeper score. On the keeper side of things, I think the portability of this device makes it super fun and a lot of repeat value to being able to just tuck it in your pocket to go somewhere, like an appointment, or easily in a backpack when you're traveling and not have to worry about it taking up a lot of space, or even having to pack a lot of cords for it because, like I said, the battery lasts really long, and that's another big plus in its favor on the keeper score. There's also loads of low-cost games, over 400 at this point, and that's a real differentiator for something that's quirky and unique like this. It's also really great quality construction, and that's teenage engineering to a T, a company that manufactures really cool music equipment for sound design and recording. The unique gameplay. I mean, this little hand crank, some people said it was gimmicky, oops. But the hand crank is really kind of cool. And like I said before, the quality construction, I mean, they've sort of thought of everything in terms of making a nice, neat package that's well built, not easily breakable, and has a decent form factor, but not the best. But that's what makes the Playdate so much fun, is it's unique. It's got a great package, both externally and internally in terms of software, and really unique gameplay. I mean, the hand crank is cool. But it's not for everyone. So now for the sleeper list. Like I said before, no backlit screen. That's a miss. And this thing's square, not rectangle. I think that's a miss too. It's not that comfortable to hold for long periods of time, but I guess that's the point. This is meant to be portable, kept in your pocket, and only pulled out when you need it. And I'd add, well, the games are kind of all over the place. I mean, you've got a whole great collection of over 400, but some of that seems a little overwhelming. And it is really cool that they deliver brand new games almost monthly to the system, some of them available for purchase, some of them free as part of the first season that you get for free. But you kind of have to play all of them to figure out whether you're gonna like them. And I'd wager a guess that most people are gonna find most of the games are just kind of goofy or gimmicky. But the couple that aren't, they're a lot of fun. I mean, who doesn't love a game of Wipeout? I mean, in general, I'd probably just say that the Playdate, as its biggest negative, besides the non-backlit screen, is it's just a bit too quirky. More indie gamer than Game Boy, if that's what you're looking for. And then I'd also add, this thing was slow to ship, but that probably goes to the build quality. This thing is well built, well designed, and it's not cheap plastic. This is something that's gonna last a while. It's got a lot of repeat value. And for that reason, I say it's a keeper, not a sleeper.